councils for help after being made homeless. Latest figures show an increase of 26% over the last 3 years.
It's 8 a.m, Homerton, London. Paul Bowhill and Phil Gardner are High Court enforcement agents, about to serve a writ of possession.
Okay.
Today they must deal with a situation that'll test their years of experience to the limit. A tenant has 7 months of rent arrears, and the landlord wants the property back.
Evictions at the moment is the growth industry. So we're now doing controlling in one way or another, probably 20 to 25 evictions every week. So they are skyrocketing, and I think we're only seeing the start of an avalanche of evictions.
The landlord has given them a set of keys, but they have no idea who is inside.
Hello? Is there anybody in? Hello? 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 Is your mum and dad here? Can you ring her on the phone? Hello? What's your name? Oh, how old are you? 6. We turn up there, we're wearing bulletproof vests, we're obviously authority figures, and children do get frightened. Is mum at work or is she out shopping?
I don't know. I was sleeping.
Were you? We do actually make an effort to befriend the children just in the first few minutes there. Can I speak to her?
Police are here. He wants to speak to you.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. My name is Paul Bowhill. I'm a High Court enforcement officer. We have a repossession order for this flat. Are you able to come back quite quickly?
Yes, I'm able.
All right, Mum's coming back. We'll wait outside. OK then, thank you. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll leave this one on the side.
We'll just wait out here.
Interesting one, leave the 2 young children in the house unattended. The girl can't be above 9 or 10.
Well, he's 6, so she could be anything over 7, couldn't she?
Yeah.
With 2 young children alone in the flat, the agents are concerned and call the landlord.
She had just gone down to the shop, she said. If she's gone away for the day, it's a different story.
They discover that the tenant stopped paying her rent after losing her job with a train company.
Father is in Ghana permanently.
All right.
So she doesn't have anywhere else to go.
How does it get, really?
It is, isn't it?
The landlord has also told them that the flat has been the tenant's home for 9 years. She will have just 2 hours to leave.
Hello? You all right? We've got a repossession order for the flat. Is that a surprise to you, or did you know it was coming?
I was told to evict, I was given an eviction order from the court today.
About 3 weeks
ago. For the
ago.
15th.
Yeah.
To leave here for the 15th.
Yeah.
But we had nowhere to go, so I stayed.
Okay. Your husband or your partner's gone back to Ghana, has he? Okay. Is he likely to come back? Okay. Do you have benefits to pay the rent?
I have the status to be here, but I have no recourse to public funds.
Paul and Phil must evict Rahina Yakuba today. She's got nowhere to go and is unable to claim benefits. Paul is worried.
So what do you live on?
Food banks. Received this voucher yesterday. I've recently acquired 8 hours job from Matalan. It's on minimum wage, £6.34 an hour, and it's 8 hours a week.
Right.
So that's just recently.
Is this for a month? This is a month.
Yeah.
So that your net payment, you've got £200 and 43 pence,
Yeah.
and that is your only income.
That is my only income.
Do you have a social worker?
I do have a social worker, yes.
Have you got a phone number for her?
Rahina has already asked social services for help, but she has been turned down.
Thank you. This assessment maintains are not children in need for the purposes of the Children's Act, and that the family is not destitute. The outcome of this decision is that Hackney do not agree to provide support to your children as the matter stands. You have also advised me that you've recently obtained part-time employment. You explain that you are offered 8 hours a week to be paid a minimum wage. Hackney are likely to view even this extremely modest income as further evidence that you have the means to support your children.
Paul and Phil face a dilemma. They must legally enforce the writ, but by doing so, will put Rahina and her children on the streets. Paul makes an unusual offer.
Well, we've got a contingency fund, so I'll give you some money today to last you a couple of days so that we can resolve this situation. All right, it's not a gift, it's just that we allow for things like this to happen. So where we need a little bit of time to change things, we'll make it happen.
For the vast majority of families who get evicted, there's a system in place to prevent them ending up on the street. But Paul is increasingly concerned that Rahina and her children may fall through the net. He calls the council's housing solicitor.
Every day we go and benefits claimants are claiming thousands of pounds and not paying the rent and so on. And I've walked into a situation here today which surprises and completely mystifies me. It's a really unusual circumstances for me because I'm not moved or touched by anything like this. And I'm not emotional about it. But if she's not entitled to benefits, do we just allow her and her children to wander the street and starve?
Exactly.
So there's got to be some sort of fallback system. It isn't that she's an immigrant or a refugee and she's not entitled to benefits. The council wouldn't move on the fact that I was going to put them in the street. I couldn't get the message through. She's going to be on the street at 5 o'clock on a weekday night, surrounded by all her goods and baggage, and one screaming kid, and another one who's nearly hysterical. What the fuck are you going to do? Because this is so unusual, I'd like to follow it through. I just can't believe it's like reality.
Given the desperate situation, Paul has come to a decision. He'll persuade the landlord to let Rahina stay one more night. But her only hope for the longer term is the council.
Now, I've spoken to the solicitor who was dealing with it. We want to take it to the social services now. I'll give you my card. Have you got money on your phone? If you ring me or text me, I will always call you back. So if you get them ready. When you consider what we've been dealing with, and then you hit something like this, it's the other end of the scale, isn't it? So we've taken exceptional measures. But I'm just trying to make the job run more smoothly. I'm on the way. Hopefully, if I'm ever homeless, somebody will make the same concessions to me.
Rahina has no transport. Phil offers to drive her to the council offices.
I don't know what's going to happen to us, and I've been scared for a long time. I try not to cry in front of them, but sometimes
Take care. Tell me everything. Send me a text, and I'll ring you back. I need to know everything that's going on.
Rahina must now plead her case at the council offices. If they refuse help, she and her family will be on the streets. It's 8 a.m. in Homerton, London. Rahina Yakuba and her 2 children are being evicted from their home of 9 years. Paul Bohill negotiated an extra night in the flat for her, but this morning she must leave. She spent several hours yesterday asking the council to rehouse her.
Apparently, the notes they read through says that social services is not in a position to help us. So I should go home since I've got 24 hours to sort out my things and then find somewhere else to go. I said, well, I haven't got anywhere to go, so I'm gonna have to come to you if I finish packing my stuff. So that's what I told them, and I left.
Rahina has no idea where she and her children will sleep tonight.
No, very terrified now. I don't know what's gonna happen to us.
With nowhere to send her possessions, for the time being, she has to leave them behind. She returns to the council with just a few days' clothing for her and her children. 2 hours later, Paul and fellow agent Phil arrive to change the locks.
So we've got to replace the front door lock.
Yep, I've got it.
But what I'd like to do is have a look inside first.
Yep.
So if I go and have a look. We've got a girl who's got a permit to work in this country, well educated, a very dignified lady, worked for 8 years, paid the rent, lost her job because of circumstances beyond her control, keeping her kids on 50 quid a week since. There's no luxury food in there, is there? On the basis of what we see here, she's not going to come back tonight. Be interesting to see, I mean it's now like 5:15-ish, is whether she does turn up here or whether she's at the council and said, I hope she's told them she can't come back, because we'll have changed the locks by then.
Concerned for Rahina's welfare, Paul gives her a call.
What's the situation?
They have actually offered me bed and breakfast, but they've taken me outside London. They sent me to Southend-on-Sea.
Southend-on-Sea?
Yes.
And how are you going to get there?
They've given me one-way ticket. It means that I can't work. And how do I support myself?
Crazy. How long are you likely to be there?
I don't know.
I think the councils are completely and utterly overwhelmed by the scale of the problem, and they're moving people into emergency accommodation 30 to 40 miles away. Sorry, you heard that conversation?
I did.
It goes from fucking bad to worse.
Absolutely.
They've sent that girl to Southend with a one-way ticket, no money, into emergency accommodation.
And that's where they'll forget her.
The whole system's fucked. She needs somebody who will take up her cause. If I was retired, I'd do that. Unfortunately, I'm working 60 hours a week and I'm not retired. Well, that's a lie, 59 hours, but there you go. I don't quite know where we go from here. This is one occasion when I will actually say I am absolutely speechless.